The High Court has dismissed an application for postponement to the 20th and 21st of October, the ruling extending the restraint that is currently in place against the Gupta assets. That seems to be the story coming out of the Bloemfontein High Court. Tumaole Mohlaoli is our reporter on that story. Tumaole, good morning to you. Do we have this story correct, that this application for a postponement is now, it's been dismissed, as I understand it, and it's dismissed to the dates of 20th to the 21st of October. Just make sense of all of this for us. This news coming in just seconds ago, we're trying to make sense of it. Make it clear to us, please.
That's correct, Koli. Basically, this application brought forward by the BRP, Business Rescue Partners, essentially has been dismissed. Now, the background to that is that the Business Rescue Partners wanted to be part of this particular process in terms of Iqbal Sharma and the NPA's, attempts to recoup assets that it argues were ill-gotten gains. This dates back to around 2015 or so, when initially the case was brought forward against Islandside and, of course, Iqbal Sharma. But then Iqbal Sharma then placed the company under business rescue, which means that the business rescue practitioners came in. So this particular case here was to basically understand what role the BRPs were to play. They made submissions as to why they should be basically included. So now let's hear more from Sindisiwe Siboka about what the merits of the postponement were all about.
So first and foremost, we must say that we won as the NPA investigating directorate. The application was dismissed. We argued vigorously yesterday, led by Advocate Jeff Butlander SC as well as Advocate Josie. So what essentially means is that the postponements are required by the directors of Islandside to be part and parcel of this application, the postponement rather for them to then go to another court in order to be part and parcel of this application has been dismissed. However, in terms of availability of all the SCs here in court, it meant that the next date where the hearing of the confirmation will take place is in October on the 20th and the 21st. But what we must also emphasize, which is a victory on our end also, is that the rule nisi, meaning the interim restraint order, remains in effect until October when the confirmation takes place, meaning we can sleep like babies, as we know that the curator continues to look after those assets, and we do not have to worry that those assets will be taken abroad or shares sold in the interim while we wait for the hearing of the confirmation.
So the confirmation for the layman would basically be confirmation of when the matter will go to trial. Is that correct?
No. So what it means is this is an AFU matter. So the ID uses a strategy where we use various attacks on a person. So we use the criminal method, which is the enrollment of the 24.9 million case, which starts trial next year in January. The AFU leg, the asset forfeiture leg, recovery leg, is when we go to court to restrain the assets linked to the 24.9 million matter. So this is why we're here. But AFU has many legs to it. So the first is the interim restraint. Then the next, you need to confirm the safekeeping of these assets. So currently we're on the first leg, where the safekeeping is in an interim state. So when it's confirmed, it means should we win the criminal trial, then we can go to confiscation and basically forfeiture, selling of the assets. So what we want is the permanent safekeeping or indefinite safekeeping of the assets. However, currently, the assets are kept safe.